Hello everybody, welcome back to some StarCraft 2 action. We've got the promised DNS versus Harstem going on, PvP. And this was played in Group A of Homestory Cup, round 5, so the last round. And DNS went into this knowing that if he wins a map, he's second place in the group. As long as he wins a map, he's second place in group. He, a Laser, and Harstem are fighting for that second place as advertised. And he did drop a map to Dolan, DNS did. So we haven't seen Dolan yet. I'll show one of his games after this. But DNS did 2-0 a Laser, and a Laser 2-1'd Harstem. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't seen my previous videos. And it all adds up to Harstem needing a win, and I think a 2-0 win. Or is 2-1 enough? Shit, I just looked it up and now I'm confused. Okay, I'm pretty sure DNS just needs a map. If he gets a map, then the map score will be +1 in his favor. And if Harstem 2-0s, it's 1 in Harstem's favor. Because, you know, if he wins and Harstem loses, it's a swing of 2 maps. Oh, probes actually meet each other. DNS puts a pylon outside of his third base, so kind of hiding a pylon, but not really like planning to do anything with it. And Harstem actually finds it. So Harstem knows there's nothing going on, no proxy Stargate or anything. And if there is a proxy, he knows exactly where to find it. Double Stalker from a DNS and Stalker Sentry from Harstem. So Harstem a little bit more defensive with that Sentry. Will get some efficient scouting with the hallucination. Also slightly delaying his tech, but saving on minerals to get a slightly faster Nexus. Stalkers are a lot more mineral expensive than sentries. Harstem's probe does go down. Sees that there's no tech down yet and throws down a Nexus. Does have a sentry over there, probably looking for more pylons. Now, the 2 Stalkers finally moving out. 2 more Stalkers coming out. Look at that, very aggressive by DNS and no Nexus at all. We see a Robo plus another Gateway coming out. So DNS looking to be a little bit aggressive. 2 more Stalkers. Damn, that's 6 Stalkers in total. Hallucinated Oracle. Let's see if DNS reacts to this. As if it's a Stargate. 4 Stalkers didn't see it. DNS throws down a battery and recalls. El Capitan. He got DNS. Dude, that's a gotcha moment. And now the Nexus is almost done. The Stalkers are back in your base because of that fake Oracle. Dude, Harstem. He faked them out so bad, dude. It was just HuK. It's just HuK. And now the Stalker walks on in and it sees a Nexus. It sees a battery, second battery coming down. I mean, it's not enough Stalkers, my dude. Robo almost done for Harstem. We see a Warp Prism coming out with 3 more Stalkers. DNS just has to go for it. 3 sentries here. It's going to be very nice to have Guardian Shield, and even Force Field in this choke is good. First Immortal being Corona boosted out. I feel like as soon as that first Immortal is out, like, what can DNS do against an Immortal here? Unless he gets a snipe on it, but there's probably Nuclear Battery ready as well. Like, DNS super hardcore committed here. Definitely lost out on the mind games. First Stalker of DNS goes down right away. Also, Shield Batteries keeping those of Harstem alive. Shield Batteries keeping half the Stalkers out of the battle. And there's another full battery, Nuclear Battery here, and DNS can't even kill a unit. He killed... Oh, he killed a Zealot. Okay, it's almost a perfect game, my guy. Now, observers here to see that he's dead. that he's playing from the grave. This guy's playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now, where all you do is play from the graveyard. Shoutouts. Now we see 4 Stalkers in a prism trying to get into the main base, maybe kill a couple probes while taking a Nexus of his own. But this is not looking pretty for DNS, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, 4 Stalkers against 4, no shield barricades here, and we have the War Prism to do some micro. So, decent harass here by DNS, but Harstem just has too many units. He has more Stalkers over here, and still enough to defend the Stalkers over there, because, you know, Immortals. Immortals, good unit. 2 crabby boys with, like, shotguns for hands, basically. And War Prism is back in the main base. They're trying to get something done. They just get shots off, but no kills. Observer does see if and when Harstem moves out here. So that's his only hope, to basically be ready for the attack and invest into its economy and upgrades for as long as possible. Third base going down for Harstem, knowing he's well and far ahead. War Prism got recalled. He did get recalled. Another hallucination. Dude, Harstem is in his brain right now, living rent-free. We see Blink coming out of Harstem as well. I don't know, what can DNS do? He has a Nexus, but he's getting Blink. He's making probes. I think this move out is 100% fake. But, you know, maybe. Maybe you can stand on top of this ramp, go full Dota mode, just stand on top of the ramp and wait for your opponent to walk up and kill half his stuff before he gets vision. But Harstem now has stuff that gives him vision. His Observer dies as well, so Harstem now has vision superiority as well. 2 Adepts trying to shade in from the 3rd area, which is a cute move by DNS, but only works if Harstem actually leaves his base. So, nice job by DNS there, just kind of holding Harstem in his base, faking some aggression, getting that super early 3rd. Interesting. Maybe we should just ninja that one? I don't know, maybe he thinks he's in a better position than he is? Maybe this is completely defendable in PvP, I don't know. 3 Immortals though. 3. You have a bunch of sentries here for DNS though. Can he get some nice force fields cutting off the army of Harstem? We see a couple force fields coming out, but nice War Prism micro by Harstem kind of nullifies all those force fields. And we do see 2 Adepts trying to shade on into the main. DNS playing Dota, sitting on top of that ramp. And now the Adepts are in the natural, but they are going to get cleaned up. And the army of DNS is getting sharked by the army of Harstem. Actually could have picked off a couple units here. Oh, get that free Stalker boy. Free. Can't hate on free kills. And Harstem just killing the rocks now. He's like, I got that big bad boy army. Those 3 Immortals, not actually making more. Interesting. Just committing onto the gateway units, making a lot of Stalkers here. 4th base going now for Harstem as well. He's just in such a good position. Guardian Shield on both sides. And these Immortals, ooh, 2 in the back, actually not doing that much. Nice positioning by DNS. War Prism does get sniped. Force Fields, he's keeping those Immortals out of the fight pretty darn long. So maybe that's why Harstem wasn't building a 4th Immortal. Just kind of like, 3 is enough to be Immortals, and then I want to have Blink Stalker so I can position more effectively. Now DNS kind of stuck in his 3rd base. Harstem on the throat of DNS here. And I think any fight here is not going to be favoring DNS. Nuclear batteries here though, but there's also 2 Adepts in his natural. There's a couple Stalkers and an Immortal to help, but the entire army of Harstem is just walking towards that Immortal. And now, actually, who's surrounding whom? Ooh, big blink on the Immortal. Immortal instantaneously dies. We see a blink from DNS and needs 3 shots instead of 2 for that Immortal, and that feels bad. Just like that, Harstem takes the first game. And game 1 was the story of how one hallucination basically won Harstem the game. Age of Idra versus HuK, but then a little different. Coming out on that first game on hard lead, now we are here on Oceanborn. for the second game, and this is very, very exciting now, because whomever wins this, functionally now a best of one, is through to the playoffs. Both players doing exactly mirrored builds as you'd expect in the mirror matchup. But let's see when they differ. Last game they differed because Harstem went into that Sentry Stalker opener, which is a little bit more defensive and expansion-minded. And DNS went for the double Stalker, not once, not twice, but thrice. He went for that heavy aggression, and, well, just got hella punished. We see DNS going for another probe out on the map. So probably going to be proxying one of his pylons once more. He did that last game and I ended up not using the fact that he had it proxied in his third base. But perhaps this is just PvP meta between some regions or between some players, where if you hide your second pylon, it could always be a proxy. Probes find each other again. It's kind of funny that they find each other again here. Harstem actually canceling his proxy, whereas Harstem finds it. Just looking around if he can find that pylon, but actually Harstem remade it in his main. We see a Stargate coming out at 0 units right now. He delayed all of his units to get that Stargate out. We see double Adept from DNS this time. So no Stalkers, but Adepts. So completely different game here, and we see Stalker and Adept coming out from Harstem because he needs that gas for this Oracle right now. And this is so cool, because this time the Oracle is real. It would be so funny if DNS now doesn't make a battery and just kind of like doesn't defend the Oracle properly because he assumes it to be another hallucination. And we do see the one Stalker, which could be that Stalker Sentry opener again, although I don't know if he saw the Adept. If DNS saw the Adept, then he knows what's up, but he's moving out, so maybe he doesn't know. Oracle almost done here for Harstem, and this Adept is sneaking on in.
Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
Ooh, recall here. Oh, the Oracle was revealed by attacking the Adepts. How boring. DNS is locked in his own base right now, though. And I think Harstem did kill one? He did get a kill on his Oracle, yes. So he killed an Adept. That seems pretty worth. Adept now starting to work on that pylon. Actually, a pretty big loss for DNS, because he will get supply blocked if he doesn't rebuild that pylon. So losing that pylon early does not feel good. DNS's Nexus slightly behind, and his Oracle slightly behind. So he invested quite a bit to get that Adept aggression off the ground. We see Twilight Console halfway done for Harstem already, and they both know they have Stargates. So Oracle monitoring Oracle. These guys are friends. Both will turn on their beam laser cannon thingy. And wow, the pylon actually survived. Oracle's here, and there's a Phoenix coming out from DNS. And it will be done in time to hunt down this Oracle, but we see 3 Stalkers here from Harstem. And DNS's Oracle does survive. Harstem's Oracle also survives, gets 1 probe kill. Or, no, it isn't. That's 2 Adept kills on it. Wow. Oh! Oh, no. That's not supposed to happen. DNS just lost his Oracle kind of for free, because if the Oracle just went straight back home or did a big loop-de around to some dead zone, like, it's very unlikely that Stalkers catch you. But now the 3 Stalkers, I guess they have Blink. Oh, they have Blink. No, they don't. Whoa. Whoa. Blink's only halfway done. They don't have Blink. 5 Stalkers moving on in, and Harstem's feeling it. He felt it in the water. Phoenix is here to pick up one of the Stalkers. Nice catch by DNS. Getting some value out of that Phoenix. Now we see Pylon out on the map by Harstem. Is he going to build a gateway there and reinforce from there? Just go full Blink Stalker? He doesn't have Blink yet. Phoenix taking a bunch of damage. He could have Blink but not reveal it. I don't know if... Oh, he already knew about the Twilight Console though, DNS. And he has a Robo of himself halfway done. He has Blink halfway done. Slightly less works, but he does have a third base. But does he know that Harstem is coming for him? He doesn't know anything right now. And the Stalkers are in the third base. Third base of Harstem being started here, but DNS has to cancel his. And it feels like Harstem has a lot more Stalkers and Blink. And you have no shield batteries, DNS? It's a little greedy to not have any shield batteries here and start that third so early. And no Immortal either. The Immortal just starting. Maybe he was supply blocked, but the probe's coming out off the line. Blink onto the Stalkers, and Harstem takes the 2-0 over DNS. Pretty gosh darn convincingly. And moves on from Group A. El Capitan still got it. I am champion and Homestory Cup champion. Moving on to the playoffs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast. We're going to do one more, making sure that I have a Dolan game in as well from Group A, and then we'll be moving on to Group B. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.